Why do some people seem to attract money, success, confidence, and opportunities almost effortlessly, while others work hard till they stay positive and still feel stuck? Is it luck, better timing, better contacts? No, I don't think so. There's a deeper reason, and once you understand it, you may never look at the success the same way again. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is John Williams, and on this channel we talk about success, psychology, wealth mindset, subconscious reprogramming, law of attraction, and how to create real change from the inside out. So if that interests you, subscribe and hit the bell, because every week I share practical wisdom that actually works in the real world. So let's get into it. Most people have been taught that success is mainly about effort. You push harder, try more, work longer, and while action matters, that's only part of the story. I've known people who worked incredibly hard and stayed stuck for years. I've known others who seemed to create momentum out of the blue almost everywhere they went. Doors opened and people trusted them. Ideas appeared, resources showed up. Why is that? That question fascinated me for years. You see, I grew up in Liverpool, England, and I saw hard-working people all around me. They were good people, honest people, but hard work alone did not always create freedom. Later in my early teens, I started to work in the music business, and music taught me something very powerful about success. I had begun performing at a young age. I was around musicians. Some of them were a heck of a lot older than I was at the time. I was around performers, clubs, audiences, rehearsals, late nights, and later, for a good proportion of my life, touring all over the world and playing with some of the top artists of the day. But I still held constant uncertainty. One night you could feel like you were on top of the world. The next week you could be wondering where the heck the next opportunity was coming from. And that season of my life actually taught me that talent matters, but talent alone is not enough. I saw incredibly gifted people never really moving forward, and I saw others, sometimes with a heck of a lot less ability, create momentum because they carried themselves differently. They believed differently. They expected differently. They handled rejection totally differently. They stayed ready. They showed up professionally, as you always should. But they understood that opportunity does not come to the most talented person. Very often, opportunity comes to the person who is prepared internally to receive it. And that was a huge lesson for me, because in Liverpool, surrounded by music, ambition, working class determination, and people trying to create a better life, I began to realize something. Success is not just about what you can do. It is about who you believe you are while you're actually doing it. And later, when I moved to America and entered the real estate and property management businesses, I saw the same pattern again. There were seasons of excitement and seasons of uncertainty. And again, I saw something really powerful. Two people in the same market, same economy, same city, could get wildly different results. And that tells me something. It tells that external conditions may matter, but internal conditions matter a heck of a lot more. That was one of the greatest breakthroughs of my life. You see, success is created internally first, then expressed externally. Stay with me here in this video, because I'm going to actually show you the exact internal pattern that controls confidence, income, relationships, and momentum. And once you see it, you can begin changing it immediately. Because I believe that most people are not lacking potential. They are repeating programming. Let me say that again. Most people are not lacking potential. They are repeating programming. So, what is programming? Well, it's the belief that you absorbed, the emotional habits you practiced, the identity you accepted, the story that you repeat. And the mind also loves familiarity, even when familiarity is struggle, even when familiarity is disappointment, even when it's chaos. That's why many people sabotage success without really realizing it. I know that happened many times in my life. They say they want growth, but internally they expect failure. They say they want abundance, but emotionally they rehearse scarcity. They say they want confidence, but mentally they repeat self-doubt over and over again. And what happens? Behavior follows belief. Choices follow identity. Results follow patterns. Then those results reinforce the old story, and the cycle just repeats and repeats. This is why some people stay stuck for decades, not because life is against them, because old programming is running the show. Now, this is where most people misunderstand the law of attraction. They think it means wishing. They think it means vision boards and hoping harder. That's incomplete. You don't attract what you want nearly as much as you attract what you consistently embody. Your dominant thoughts, your emotional baseline, your identity, your standards, your habits. These signals shape behavior, and behavior shapes outcomes. Now, can opportunities appear unexpectedly? Yeah, of course they can. But usually they appear through awareness. When your focus changes, what you notice changes. And when your identity changes, what you allow changes. When your standards rise, what you accept changes. Now that is real power. So how do successful people think differently? First, they protect focus. Because if you focus on problems constantly, you see more problems. If you focus on excuses, the mind is going to supply plenty of those. But if you focus on possibilities, you start noticing doors that were always there, but now you can actually see them. Second, they manage their emotional state because fear creates hesitation, scarcity creates poor decisions, but confidence, that creates movement. Certainty attracts support, and gratitude creates expansion. Now, the third thing, they upgrade identity. Instead of asking, how do I get success? They ask, who must I become? That question changes everything. I'd like to give you one exercise for the next 7 days. Every morning, I want you to write down, who am I becoming? Then write 3 answers. I am becoming more focused. I am becoming financially stronger. I am becoming disciplined. Then ask, what would that future version of me do today? That one question can change your entire life because identity drives action and repeated action rewires reality. So if this message resonates with you in any way, subscribe to the channel because, as I mentioned earlier, every week I share practical tools on mindset, subconscious reprogramming, success principles, and creating wealth from the inside out. And if you'd like to go deeper, just download my free PDF below. And if you really want to invest in yourself, explore my transformational 7-module program, Magnetic Manifestation. Inside, I'll walk you through how to rewire limiting beliefs, align your energy, create clarity, build momentum, and become a magnet for new opportunities. So click the link below to get my free PDF, and you'll also see the link there for my 7-module course, Magnetic Manifestation. You can also get this through my website at johnwilliamsglobal.com. Also, check out the videos following this one for more information on this. This is John Williams reminding you that your vision, your beliefs, and your emotions are shaping your future right now. Choose wisely, live abundantly, keep dreaming big, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.